We had a Blues Junior come in the shop for the hot mods. This is the custom shop two-tone edition. The guts of the amp are exactly the same as a stock Blues Junior, but this cabinet is a little bit different. It's got a 12 and a 10 in it. One thing we upgraded that Fender probably should have done is the ohm load of these speakers was 4 ohm, but they left it on the regular 8 ohm output transformer, which is okay but not optimum. So we went ahead and put a custom Mercury Magnetics 4 ohm Fargen hot mods output transformer in it, along with the circuit mods. So I actually really like the Blues Junior design. As a circuit design, it's really interesting. They were able to come up with a pretty cool, definitive Fender type sound from EL84s. They're still able to give you some of that early dirt that you would expect from a pair of EL84s. But the biggest problem is not the design of the Blues Junior, it's the component quality inside. To build an amp like this and send it out to market, you have a lot of restrictions on what you would actually be able to put inside the amp. I understand that. But a lot of people just, they love this design, they love the overall idea of it, and they love the sound mostly, but they just wish they could push it to the next level and get a little bit more of that dynamic response, sustain, smoother overdrive, and just a little bit more of that boutique vibe from an amp that they use, every weekend when they're out gigging. So that's where the Fargen hot mods comes in. I take care of all of those issues regarding the tone by a special recipe of parts that I've developed over 25 years of building and designing tube amps. It's a little bit more than just, oh, we're going to drop some Sozos in it, or we're just going to drop some orange drops in there. It's really a thought out method that I've developed over 25 years of building, designing, repairing, and upgrading amplifiers. So it really is optimized to get the most out of this circuit. Let's have a listen to what the Blues Junior can do once those inferior components are removed and replaced with true high quality parts that are designed to use with audio circuits. So one of the biggest things the hot mods does is takes away that overbearing mid-range kind of cloud that's always hanging over the Blues Junior. Doesn't matter what you do, you can't EQ it out because it has a lot to do with the garden variety parts that come stock in it. They don't have an open sound like components that are actually built for audio. So you get this thick veiled mid-range that just kind of walks all over everything. So with the hot mods replacing all the critical tone components and plate resistors, cathode resistors, and a bunch more, you just kind of open up the amp and you get the dynamics that you would expect from a vintage Fender. So this is the same setting I had before in the lead, just with pick attack. Turn around and hit some lead with that same exact thing. And you can get a lot of dynamics. That's on the middle setting on a Les Paul. Here's the neck. Here's the bridge. switch to the neck. That's with the volume on 10, the master on 2. Max gain stays the same as a stock Blues Junior, but it just doesn't have that buzzy, edgy, terrible ripped paper overdrive sound. Now you get this. Let's take a listen to the clean tone. That was with the fat on. Let's turn the fat off. And this is just volume on about 3. Master volume up at 8.